Hello! So, as we said yesterday, Mercury and Mars have moved on into a new energy. Mercury is now in Scorpio and Mars is now in Libra. But I want to focus mainly on how this relates to where the moon is, because as always, that's a huge influence in what's going on here on planet Earth. So, the moon just entered Capricorn and it's joining Saturn in Capricorn there. Basically, today and tomorrow is going to be we're going to be able to focus and get very deep with that Mercury and Scorpio energy and be able to get a lot done if we just put our plans into action. And if with this Mars and Libra energy, we learn how to cooperate and collaborate with other people to be able to get team initiatives done. This is less a time of doing stuff purely on our own. This is more of a time of uniting with other people and being able to get a lot more done and a lot more meaningful and stable, with long endurance and longevity. This doesn't mean that we need to partner with other people to be able to be successful. We can certainly be successful on our own. That's a big lesson actually during this time, is to balance working with others and also working on our own. But with this Mars and Libra energy, along with the Sun and the Venus in Libra especially, and all that Capricorn energy, it is squaring each other. So it's not quite the time to go it completely alone, lone wolf. This isn't like Aquarius season, for example. So I think that's really good to keep in mind. As per this combination of Mercury, Scorpio, and this Capricorn energy, it's wise to not get caught up in the negative. These energies can very much get stuck in, oh, I don't have enough, or fear, or but I think that's the real, whatever the surface thing is, it all comes down to fear. Fear of this might be life or death for me. It's important to lighten up. Obviously, if you're in a life and death situation, get out of that situation. But ultimately, it's good to keep in mind that even though this is a great time to take stock of what isn't good or what needs to be improved or what needs to be made better or more long-term sustainable, and be very serious about those thoughts, that is certainly a good thing that comes from this time. It's important to not get caught up in that and think it's always going to be like this. That's false. Everything is a phase. That's the beauty of every transit. No matter how difficult it might be, eventually it's going to move on. And there's good stuff that we get from each transit, so that's good to keep in mind too. But that's the challenging side. The positive side is with transiting Mercury being exactly opposite transiting Uranus. This is an incredible opportunity to be able to learn. I know that learning has been a big theme this past month because all this intellectual Libra energy, sextile the transiting Jupiter in Sagittarius, but this learning continues because Jupiter's still in Sagittarius, but also because we have this Mercury energy opposite Uranus energy. So what does this mean? It means that we're able to get very deep and change our minds, change our subconscious, change whatever it is that we need to change, really. Mercury in Scorpio is very adept and able at changing whatever it needs to focus on. So whether it's the body, okay, we're going to focus on that and we're going to restructure. Maybe I have an unhealthy eating habit. Okay, I'm going to restructure my mind and realize, okay, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I eating too much or eating too little or whatever it might be? That is truly the potential during this time with this Mercury in Scorpio, especially opposite Uranus and Taurus, is to really get deep and just to kind of almost, I won't say effortlessly, but to pretty much directly go to the answer. Whereas this last month or so with Mercury in Libra and all this other Libra, so more like the last three weeks or so, that was more it could be this or it could be that. It was more of a trying to find the answer by weighing a lot of different potential answers. And there's total merit in that. It's good for that. But this Mercury and Scorpio energy, especially with its aspects, is just more about getting directly to the point, and it can be really surprising. Again, that Uranus energy is like oh, I get it. Oh, wow, that's the core thing. Oh, So whatever it is that you're seeking to understand or learn or appreciate to a deeper degree, this is the time to be asking those questions and to be seeking those answers and to be patient with it. It's important to not become unstable during this time, because that can happen is I want to find the answer to everything. Well, chill out. We exist in time, I don't know, put that into words, but a time dimension, if you will, and we don't need to know all the answers at any given time. And that's the beauty of life and the beauty of the human condition and experience, is we get to experience life as it moves on. We experience a body as it moves on through time, a mind, emotions, and whatnot. And there's so much time to work with. So it's important to be patient and not push it to again. I think again it comes down to this: to not have your motivation be fear. If your motivation is fear, it you know, it's suffering. If your motivation is learning and empowering and mastering yourself and pushing everything to that next level, this is a great time to be asking those questions and be looking for those answers. We'll cover Mars and Libra a little bit more, but I just want to say in the future. This is going to be with us for about 6 weeks, but I did want to say this is we're finally out of the Virgo time. Again, there's so much good stuff about that, as those who've been following with all those Virgo transit videos I made this last 6 weeks or so, especially this last month. Roughly that time span, whatever. We're moving out of the precise, gotta get it right, get the details right, and also the anxiety that can sometimes rise with that. Now, for those who've been breathing deeply and meditating and exercising regularly and getting stuff done little bit by little bit and not getting so focused on the whole, then maybe it wasn't a time of anxiety, maybe it was a time of great progress, and that's great. Whatever it was, it's good to just kind of wrap that all up in a bow and decide to just, I accept that's what the last 6 weeks was. I did this, I did that. It's good to take stock during this time. What did I accomplish? What didn't I accomplish? What can I, for next time when Mars goes into Virgo, or any future Virgo transit, what can I do to make the most of it? Maybe I was overthinking way too much. What do I need to do to make sure I don't overthink? Maybe I worked way too hard. Maybe I overworked myself. What do I do? Maybe I just need to schedule some time for relaxation and fun and make it official. Whatever it is, it's good to reflect, what did I get done these last 6 weeks? And how was I during that process? Was I in good spirits? Was I worried? Was I relaxed? And what can I do to continue to make the goodness better and stronger into the future? All right, peace. As always, I'm doing readings. Feel free to again contact with me through on YouTube in the About section, on Instagram in the Bio section. You know how all that goes. All right, peace. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to explain what I do in my readings too. And there's a big list of what I offer as per the readings, the prices, and also details. But if you have any further questions, please feel free to ask. Peace. Have a great weekend.